This is the most solid unit I have had, and I just love it. I love it. Man, what a day it has been. I had a haircut, that was exciting. Not that that's very interesting for you. Tonight, let's get straight down to the tickety tech. I'm trialing a new display monitor to make sure that when I hold things up for you guys that they're actually in focus, because I've noticed on the last few videos they haven't been in focus, and that's really, really naff. So let's see if it works. So if I'm like furtively like, that's why. Anyway, enough about that. Today, this is the Mcdodo wireless car charging mount and the Mcdodo wireless charger, full stop. As you'll notice from the circular embossing on the box, these are pre-marketed towards doing MagSafe stuff. So I don't have a lot to say about chargers, but I really like some of the features of this, which I'll go through really quickly. So if you're looking for a wireless charger or a car charger, then this is why this is going to stay in my car. I'll give you the reasons. And you can see the HD photos on the review on the link below, so check that out. And this is obviously the home version, which is cool but lacks one thing that I wish they'd improve on. Right, so out of the box, these things come with USB-C cables. So these are a really nice fabric wound cables, and they have like a really good throughput. So I think if you are going to use USB-C for these, and you can use the proprietary cables, that would be a good thing. So there's one of those for the car version. Desktop version comes hardwired. So they do up to 15 watts, and they are transparent, and they have cool little LED lights in them. So I have actually bought a couple of wireless chargers, cheap wireless chargers, in my time from like Nordstrom rack sales and stuff like that. And I always buy ones that are kind of like lemons, and the one I have next to my bed now, which charges my watch and my phone and my AirPods Pro, not handy, it whines, like it's got that magnetic whine in it when you put something against it, like it's just like it's whirring or something, which is super frustrating. So with these ones, I don't have that problem. They are transparent. Now, what they say on the website is that they are transparent for transparency. Ha! Right? And I think that what they're basically saying is, wow, look at all that lovely round wound copper bits and the magnets that go around the outside. Sorry, I can't find my words today. The magnets that go around the outside, which you can see here, right? I think that's in focus. Wow, this new monitor might be working. And then with this one, same again. I think what they're saying is, look at the quality of our stuff. You know, like you can see it. You can see the circuit board. You can see how much wiring we put in there. You can see the magnets in there. So when I've got my phone, and I've got a MagSafe charger coming because I didn't have one before. Once it's on, it's on. Like this is the car version, right? Like that is a nice solid unit for when you're in the car. And you know, same again at home for this one here. It's got lots of magnets that just clip on there, nice and solid. And they're affordable, and that's kind of also why I want to call them out, is that they are affordable. Now, here's the thing that I love about the car version. The car version has obviously all the transparent, but now that's like polarizing, right? Like some of you are going to be like, oh wow, that looks really quite cool, and some of you are going to be like, man, that is ugly. Like, just give me a black one or a white one. Like none of this, like ooh, all the insides. So I expect that to be polarizing. It's got a normal kind of screw lock system in there. If I can get that in the light, yeah, there we go. So if you you can unscrew that obviously to create free movement in the ball joint, which is, you know, has a lot of rotation, and you can screw it down once you've got that angle right so it doesn't move. Then you've got the vent clip, which clips onto your vent, which is quite a hungry little caterpillar actually. It really bites down really hard. And most vents it's going to go over really well. The problem I have with vent mount chargers, which is why I don't have one, I don't even have a fragrance, I don't have anything that's vent mount in the car, except my Amazon Alexa Auto, just because it's really light and I happen to have it in the right place. And the reason I don't is that once you put a phone on these, they're quite flippin' heavy and they fall off, and two, they're always breaking the vanes. So normally in a car you can have obviously the up-down vane and you can have the left-right. The left-right is usually in the back, although it can change depending on what kind of car vents you've got. I've got both. Often you're going to break one of those just from getting this on and making it work. Now what I like about the Mcdodo that they've done is they've got this third leg here. Now they call it a 3-point mounting system. So you've got the tooth, you've got obviously this joint here which holds it, and then you've got this foot that kind of holds it up against your car, either just underneath where the vents are or even on the vents themselves. And so what that does is that this has a good bite down, which is great, and then this just braces it against the car. So when I'm using this in the car with the USB-C cable out the bottom going to a charger, it doesn't even move. Like, it's so solid. It's the most solid car mount I've had. And I've had arm mounts attached to the window and to the vent, as I say, which I didn't stop doing because it broke stuff. I've had it coming out of the middle console, out of the 12 volt charging unit. This is the most solid unit I have had, and I just love it. I love it for that reason. So at first I got it, I was like, nah, there's no way that's going in my car. It's gonna break stuff. I don't like vent mounts. But after having it in there for a week, I'm like, I love it. I'm sticking with it. So thumbs up for them. Unique standout factor for me is the third thing there, which helps it hold on, which makes it stand out to me. If you look at the bottom there, you'll see that there's a strip just around there, and there's one on that side too. So those are the LED lights, which light up when you plug the charger in, which is just a nice effect. Like, during the day, you can't even notice them, but at night when you turn it on, there's just this nice soft glow behind it, which is not enough to be distracting, but enough to look really cool. In the same way, this also has LED lights in here, and again you'll see it in the photos on the website. So once you clip on your MagSafe, and gee, I wish they'd hurry up and add wireless charging to the iPad Pros, but for now I'll stick with my iPhone. So once that clips on, there is a soft light in the back here. Now, I don't really know what the point of that is because you can't see that either. But if you have it on any kind of transparent surface, or when you click it on, you'll see it. Now it pulses when it's charging, or they call it breathing, and then it's on when it's on. So again, small form factor. So instead of having like, the first one I bought was about that big. It was about the same size as the phone, and you drop the whole thing on the phone. But the problem with that is when you're not using it, it takes up a lot of desk space, right? So with this, it just takes up what you need, clip it on, off you go. I'm actually using this in the office now as my go-to in-office charger. So that's kind of it. I mean, there's not a lot else to say, up to 15 watts, 5, 7.5, 10 and 15 watt charging options. This, as I say, comes with a USB cable, but because I've got a USB-A in my 12 volt charger in the car, I do a USB-A to a USB-C cable, which works fine. The LED lights are nice, and it's really good quality. It's a little bit over packaged, but it's attractive enough. It's got all of this stuff. It's all about that transparency, right? So Mcdodo wireless magnetic chargers, perfect for MagSafe cases, or if you've got a naked phone that doesn't have a case, good for that as well, in the car or at home. I didn't expect to be impressed by a couple of wireless chargers, but actually the design has grown on me. At first I was like, and now I'm like, you know what, it just works so well that I can't fault it. Therefore, that is staying in my car, and that is staying on my desk. Any questions, fire away below if it's helpful, all that stuff. Stay safe, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.